Hey there, it's Christine again, and I am sitting out in one of my favorite spots in Folsom, California. If you're from here, you might know where this is. Say hi to my kiddos. Say hello, kids. We're just hanging out. You can see like the whole valley from here. You know, like there's a lot of things in California that I probably won't miss when we move to Northwest Arkansas, but this is one of the very few things that I will miss because I've had so many times of parking up here and just praying or reading or reflecting or having awesome conversations after dinner, whatever. So I'm definitely going to miss this spot, but I am so excited for this new journey, this new chapter. I've had so many people ask me, what are you doing? Like, why Arkansas? What's in Arkansas that you're excited about? Why are you moving? Like, do you have family there? So I'm going to just tell you all about it. So it's going to be like, like we're sitting here having a conversation. I've even got my coffee, see? Yay! So, okay, my husband and I, over the past 10 years, we've been married for 10 years now, we have talked multiple times about moving, and it's always been like, every couple years we're like, well, maybe we'll move here, maybe we'll do this, and we've just never fallen in love with the place, never felt super called to move somewhere, or the doors have kind of closed, and we've decided not to go. But this last summer, we really started praying, and we're like, you know what, the reason that this keeps coming up is probably not just because we want to, it's because God has something for us somewhere else and we don't know where it is and we don't know what it looks like, but we're just going to be ready for whatever that is. So I mentioned this to one of my best friends and she said, have you ever considered Northwest Arkansas? Because we were really drawn to kind of the South and the Midwest just because the culture is so much different, the pace is so much slower. And it's just a lot different than California in that way. And she said, have you ever considered Northwest Arkansas? And I said, I don't know where that is. I don't even know where it is. So we looked into it and fell in love. And I'll tell you a little bit about why we're so excited about it. But long story short, that best friend that told me about it actually ended up moving there last week. So we're right behind them. I'm so thrilled. Our kids are super close. And even though we don't have family there, it's like we do have family because our best friends are moving there. So I'm really thrilled and super grateful that we're going to have that network, which is going to be awesome. So what we fell in love with about Northwest Arkansas is that it's kind of right where the South and the Midwest meet. So it's not like the deep South, but you're still in the South. So you have just people are nicer. The culture's a lot different. It's slower pace. It doesn't get incredibly hot, but it also doesn't get super cold, meaning feet of snow all the time. So it's kind of a moderate climate, which is really cool. You definitely get all four seasons. There's some of the most gorgeous fall foliage you can imagine in Northwest Arkansas. It's right at the base of the Ozarks, and it's quite a bit different than the rest of Arkansas because it's a pretty isolated area. In Northwest Arkansas, it's about the same size as the greater Sacramento area if you were to look at a map, but there's only 500,000 people. So in the greater Sacramento area in California, there's about 3 million. So 500,000 is way less. It's going to be culture shock as far as that's concerned for sure. The cost of living is significantly less. I mean, coming from California, pretty much everywhere except for Hawaii and New York is less than here, but it's way less, about half. But the wages aren't significantly lower, which is really cool. So it's just a way more affordable place to live. There's tons of outdoor stuff. There's hiking, there's fishing, there's camping, there's swimming, there's kayaking, all the things that we love. There's some really awesome trails that Ian is excited to run on, and if you did not know, my husband loves ultra running, so that was something that was a non-negotiable for where we were going to move. There had to be trails and they couldn't just be flat dirt. So it's going to be awesome for so many different reasons. And it's really crazy because I've had so many people ask, well, do you have a job lined up there? Do you have your house already picked out? Do you know what you're going to be doing? And it's so crazy because we really don't. We really don't. I'm so grateful to have Mary Kay because I can work it from wherever I want to, and it's going to be such a blessing to just take my business there and build it in a whole new area and still maintain the customers and the consultants that I've built here in California. But it's going to be awesome to build there. And with Ian, he doesn't have a job lined up. Every time I prayed about it, because we've been praying about this for months now, I just have so much peace that God has, the perfect job for him. And I don't really know that I can explain, why. I just have this, supernatural peace that God has this amazing job. And the thing that's so exciting about this is, it's a huge leap of faith. And it's really scary and really exciting at the same time. But even though we don't have it figured out, we know that we serve a God that does. And it's an adventure. Like, it's such an adventure we get to go on with our kids and explore and build a whole new community and all that. And it's just going to be really fun and really crazy and really exciting. And I'm so excited to have this video channel to kind of catalog that, because I want to be able to share with you guys as I transition my business over. So if you're like a small business owner or you're in direct sales, maybe even Mary Kay like I am, I'm going to really share a lot of the things that I learned probably through trial and error as I transfer my business almost 2,000 miles across the US. And then also to have this channel for our kids, because I'm sure for 4 and 6-year-olds, which our girls are now, they're going to have a way different perspective on this whole transition than they would if they were adults like we are. So I'm going to be really excited to have this for them to look back on, and to also just stay connected with so many of you, because, you know, the only thing that's kept us in California as long as we've been here is the people. Most of our family lives here, pretty much all of our family. We have like some siblings that have moved away, some of them even recently, but like all of our parents are here, grandparents that are still alive, cousins, everything is right here in Northern California. So we're leaving that, and we're leaving like our church family. We've been really plugged in at an amazing church for the past 6 years, I think it's been. So we're sad to leave them. We really are. It's going to be really hard to say goodbye. But we're just so ready for like this next chapter and for what God is going to do, because I just know it. I just know that exciting, incredible things are going to come from this. And I don't know what that means yet, but I'm excited to go on this journey and to be able to share with all of you as we go. So if you guys have questions, if you have things you want to know, let me know. Some videos that I post for you guys are going to be like this, where I'm in my car and my kids are chilling in the back seat doing whatever. And some might be where I'm like in my studio, whatever. But I just want this to be like real life. This is what I'm doing, moving from Northern California to Northwest Arkansas and taking our business with us. So I'm just excited to go on this journey, and I will be talking with y'all soon. Bye.